Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Brown. At the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Power football with the run. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Johnson looking to throw. He's got his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Inside the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Touch pass on the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion, They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He'll try it again on second and 10. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down.
He's going up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's second and 10 from the 30. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing on the play?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kansas State quick to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Kansas offense will take over. First and 10.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Keep it on the ground. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas State 3, Kansas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Jayhawks have a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Jayhawks are flying down the field. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience. None.
Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the play-making as opposed to giving it to the other team, though.
Looking for room. It's Neal. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. The Jayhawks are in the hurry up.
It's 3rd down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense. The give on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Still looking on the move. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your...
Got a lot of running room. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd down after that incompletion. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he gets stopped before he gets started. A loss on the play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He fires one deep over the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down, now they're staring at fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Bringing it back, it's Stewart. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
And the Kansas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Jayhawks will move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Been tough to find the end zone here in the 1st half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Defense might bring the house here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Daniels. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the 3 ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too,
Afterburner's coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for space, it's Edwards. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Johnson wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going to the run, it's Edwards. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Kansas State 6,
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. Inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
1st and 10.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Plows through the defense. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Jayhawks look to do some damage in the red zone. He leaves it with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They take the lead with the 6.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for space, it's Edwards. And the Wildcats get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver shows motion. Johnson looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Kansas State, 6.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
First down here for the offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Neal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've been running it, but now the pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll leave it with him. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
42 Spider, 4
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20, inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Now, you talk about flipping the field in a hurry. Maybe you're thinking run the football, create a little space for my offense. Now, they're taking shots way down the field, 98 yards to the house. What a huge play for this offense.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
Kansas 17, Kansas State 14. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Kansas 17, Kansas State 14.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Keeps it going. He's looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And first down for the offense.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Using his legs, it's Neal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to